Salvete discipuli. This lesson is all about prepositions and adverbs. A couple of rules about prepositions. A preposition shows the position of a noun. If you keep forgetting what a preposition is, just know that you can look at this part of it right now. It shows you the position of a noun. At least that works most of the time. Its object is either accusative or ablative. And here are some prepositions that take the accusative. We have per, through, in, when with the accusative means into or onto, ad, prope, post, propter, contra, apud, inter, and that's it. Prepositions that take the ablative, e or ex means out of or from. When in is followed by the ablative, it's just showing location, in or on. Cum, it means with. We have de, a or ab, unicum, which means together. And here's a really cool image to illustrate them for you. I'm going to go over it very quickly, but you can pause the video and look at every single one of these. This is told from the perspective of the fish in relationship to either to the sea or the rocks. So in plus the ablative, the fish is in the sea, whereas right here it could be on the sea. But when you do it with the accusative, it's motion towards. So here the fish is going into the sea. Here the fish is going out of the sea. Here there are two fish. There are some rocks between the fish, and so on and so forth. So take a look at those. They can really help to give you some visuals and illustrate the prepositions. All right, prepositional phrases. What I would like you to do is copy down these sentences and then put brackets, put parentheses around the prep phrases. So pause the video, copy these sentences down, and put parentheses around the prep phrases. All right, so now you've got all the sentences copied down. This is what we have for sentence number 1. De amphoris was your prepositional phrase. And then what's left on the outside of the parentheses, we can easily label. Domina is nominative, so it's our subject. Te, it's a preposition. It's a direct object. It's accusative. Laudavit is our verb. Now we can easily translate the sentence with some visual cues. So, the mistress praises you about the amphoras. This one, number 2, huila, was our prep phrase. Now we can label everything on the outside of it. Salvius hurries out of the house. Here we had intablinum as our prep phrase, and now we can easily label everything else. Salvius leads Quintus into the study. Here, this was a pretty long one because malus is an adjective. It is modifying mercatoribus, so it's part of the prep phrase. And now we can label everything else. Here's our main verb, I want, complementary infinitive, to hear about the bad merchants. One more. Ingentem was modifying velam, so that's part of our prep phrase. And now we can label everything else. Whoops. Quintus, this verb symbol should be down here, arrived at the huge house, or came to the huge house. All right, now on to adverbs. Adverbs, they modify or give more information about the verb. They answer the questions how or when. Here are some examples of the adverbs that we know and how they will be labeled in the flashcards. Some that answer the question when, so today, after, suddenly, then, yesterday. Some examples with adverbs. These are going to be the exact same sentences that we just did, except I threw an adverb in to make it interesting. So, the mistress praises you for the amphoras quietly. So how did she do it? She did it quietly. All right. Salvius hurried out of the house yesterday. When did he do it? Yesterday. Here we have Salvius suddenly led Quintus into the study. So how did he do it, or when did he do it? Suddenly. Here I threw in very, or sometimes you could translate it really. So I really want to hear about the bad merchants. Here I added in iam, which means now or already. So Quintus already arrived at the huge house. So remember, with prepositions, a preposition shows the position of a noun. Its object is either accusative or ablative, both in the case of in. Adverbs, they modify or give more information about the verb. They answer the questions how or when. Waleta.